greatness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
Like the midst, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's where to catch it, big fella.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct and...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down from 26.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're working that left side. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll send the back, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He breaks the tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The hand to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's French. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Back has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Thanks to grab. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Longhorns will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying to get the corner. And some room to work. Turning it on! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Under fire! And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Might be calling a hot route. Direct snap. Creates a little room. Powers through the defender. There he goes. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Wants to throw. It's French. And it's incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions.
A shot toward the end zone. And wings it incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. Touchdown Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Running into the open space. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Finding open areas. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. Seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, somewhere.
Give to the single back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
They coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in the...
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time? Maybe it's...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Looking for a man. It's French. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
This offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to throw, it's French. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold it. would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Making side adjustments here. Finds a little space. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Makes a man miss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Another ball is knocked free. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Back to throw, it's French. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. At the 45, on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They just keep firing. Fires to the end zone. Pick off to stop the threat.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for more room. The 50. Past the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the...
Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys compete.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Texas offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Work on that clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Got room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
This offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll toss it to the left. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Back to throw, it's French. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Texas.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a man. It's French. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
It'll be third and long. Looking for a gap. It's West. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Breaks the tackle.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Direct snap. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Oh, and he wants to throw. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He'll try to take it back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Looking to throw, it's French. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it up.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For VA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
He's found some room at the 45. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a bootleg looking to throw. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got his man wide open. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That keeps the score Alabama 6, Oklahoma 0.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
To kick this one away.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Caught behind the line, it's Robinson. But never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And that one's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, tie. And the interception taken to the house. And pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose. Chris, when was the last time you saw a game turn on a dime like this? A pick 6, then a 2-point conversion? That's a quick 8-point swing we just watched here.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. That wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled on the Wildcat look.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
To the air, it's Russell. The throw complete to the running back underneath. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. That's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Alabama.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Direct snap. He breaks free. As the first down is still going. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice.
Going toward the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. They bring it down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And they misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw. The catch made on the out route.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this...
He's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. And the Sooners are going to cash in this red zone trip. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Makes the grab on the move. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. No field goal team. It's 4th and goal. To keeper trying to get to the marker. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call and an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Design quarterback run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's just...
And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 40. He's past the 30. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown. Crimson Tide.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Pressure is coming. On the move, looking deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks free. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. This play is blown up. The defense all over him. The Wildcat look backfires that time. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Sooners will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's good as he throws it. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Didn't expect to lose 4 in the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Touchdown, tie. They finish off the scoring run.
With another touchdown, this 1st half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And he gets into the end zone, so 2 more points on the board just before halftime. It looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the 2nd half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They're going to run it here. Breaks into open space. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Well, the offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Off target and incomplete. Offense eager to keep this drive going. They're facing a 3rd and long on the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the score remains very lopsided.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Handoff on a single back formation. He shreds the tackle. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the 4th down play. Offense in the wildcat. And the defense on alert. Direct snap. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
It's a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Sooners hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's how you finish a play.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
You put 5 wide receivers.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To throw, it's Russell. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Powers through. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. That's caught. It's Thomas. Powering through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they get a real shot to cut into this lead.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's getting boxed in. The defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Sooners. There was no catching him that time. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the right side. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. Sets up for a classic fourth quarter. Who's going to make a play to make the difference here? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Grinding away with their running game. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
Makes the catch downfield. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Why, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Pulls it in. It's Adams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Headed for the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more important...
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Back to throw. It's Russell. Looking for the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Makes the read. Pitch play to the back. Finds room at the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Moves out of the pocket. No throwaway. Force out of bounds. That'll be a big loss. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Adams. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown time.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he grabs it with a two-point try to build this lead even more. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
He's got room to run. Great move in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
29 Philly.
Direct snap. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team. They came in here and handled